It is Wednesday evening, September the 18th in the year 2024. And this is the Ken and Glenn Show. And now, your host, Mr. Ken Walls.
Dude, it's good to see you, bro.
It's good to see you. We had to go live just to let everybody know that we're still alive and that the Ken and Glenn Show is still alive and that we
Doing
haven't
well.
forgotten how to do it.
I may have forgotten. I'm kidding. No, this is fun, dude. I love doing this with you. You know,
Now I got it. You got to remind me of how to share this out because it jumped
just
over to Instagram. So I want to share
oh,
this out.
jeez. No,
Here's
don't you
Ken
don't want to do
Wall.
that.
Here's
Don't
Ken
do
Walls right here.
Are you
Where
on
are you
Facebook?
live? Ah, there we are. So share.
Yep, share.
Do I
Yep,
need to
yep.
say something?
Hey, there's Roger Anthony D over on Instagram. Troy McLaughlin is over there. We got Nick Ogilvy in the house over here on the Book of Faces. We've got Eric B. Flanoy in the house. We got
What up, gentlemen?
Suraj from India. Brian Hess is over on Instagram. So, did you share it, dude?
I just did.
So, for those of you, because I promoted this out on X as well. So for those of you that are not familiar, I know you all know me. I'm kidding. So, dude, like you've done now officially 276 credits to your IMDb with movies
Yes,
and
we've
television
added the
shows.
last month of my life where I've been playing a woman. That's a true statement.
It's it's a very true statement. So, oh my gosh, there's one of Abigail's friends, Isabella. I got to introduce you to her and her. Well, you've met Isabella. You need to. She says hi, Glenn.
Okay,
Um,
now I'm seeing everyone. I wasn't seeing people. There's Nick.
yeah.
There's
Well, you're not
Eric.
gonna see the Instagram because it's over here on another screen.
All right, that's
Um,
okay.
well, look at this. People in India want Trump back. You go, Siraj. So, which happens to be true, I've found because I've surveyed a lot of people over there. Isabella just said, I've met him. He's old hat.
Who is old hat?
I'm
Trump?
kidding. No, you.
Oh,
Isabella.
oh, I'm
She's
old hat. Okay.
Abigail's on here too. She says, hello, father. So, dude, all right. You just did an Apple TV series, which was phenomenal. Abigail said, I've met him too. Um,
Abigail has met me. Yeah. This isn't an interview of me, Ken.
I
This is
know
us
it's not.
talking about what it means to be under the influence.
I know. I'm
All
just
right.
introducing you to all of my new friends on X if they're watching.
Copy that.
So I do want to bring up the fact that you went from playing the president of the United States to playing
To a
a
drag queen.
a woman.
Right. Which will have people scratching their heads and asking the question, Glenn, what's wrong?
Dude, I think I may have.
Nothing is wrong. This is what we do, as actors. We take a stand for the roles we accept and the people that we show up
Yeah.
as. It doesn't mean we are in agreement with everything we play, but in this case, I didn't have anything to disagree with, and I was exposed to a number of people who gave me a great deal of insight as to what that lifestyle included, and I found it very interesting. But I mean, I've played murderers, and I've certainly never murdered anybody.
Right.
I've played a lot of things that were not me. I've
Right.
never been the president of the United States, but I just showed up as the president on Apple's show Manhunt. Uh,
And
that's
it
what
was
we do. We don't
phenomenal.
always play within our comfort zone. We don't always play what's easily accessible. And when you are a character actor, as I am, you're given a lot of opportunities to show up in a unique skin, in a
Yeah.
unique environment. And I'm really grateful for it. The film will be out next year. It is
And
called Dragpires, which is about drag queens who get upset with people and kill them as vampires. And I'm excited, and I feel like it's a noble contribution to society.
oh my God, that's so
There you
funny.
go.
So
Oh, did you see this? If the Democrats win, you can be a woman 24/7. There's someone really rooting for me.
that's the thing though. Like you've played the devil, you've played all
I
kinds
have played Satan, which
of
I'm pretty sure is the bottom of the barrel.
yeah. I mean, you've not,
And
I
I played
know,
a minister, Ken. I mean,
I know,
I played a
and that was a
minister.
beautiful role too, by the
It was a
way.
beautiful role, beautiful movie. And my feeling is if you can play a minister and you can and believe people, have them believe that so that you're convincing, and you can be just as convincing as Satan, then you probably should go into acting as a career choice, right? Instead of welding.
Right? No, and I rumor has it you're pretty good at welding as well.
Look at
So
this. Nick says not lost boys, but lost girls.
that's hilarious. So look, somebody on Instagram, I don't know who it is. It's the real property king. Says first woman president because they're all saying
There it is.
they would
There
vote
it is.
for you. They would vote for you.
Well, why don't you show them the photo I sent you?
Which one? I have a
The one with the
bunch.
blood on my face.
Do I
And
have
see
that?
if after seeing this picture,
Are you allowed to
would
do
work
that?
for me. Huh? It's
Are
a
we
picture
allowed?
of me. I'm not showing them a picture of anybody else. I'm just showing them a picture of me right after a meal. You're not
Hold on.
smiling, so you must not have heard what I said.
What?
I said you're showing them a picture of me right after a meal.
I get it. I'm looking through the.
Do I
I
need to
get it.
send it to you again?
Hold on. Let me see.
Or did you
Dang.
erase it for fear of association with me?
God no, dude. Stop that. Hold on. I'll find it. I'm looking in the wrong spot. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Why is that not in all the pictures? That's crazy. You guys are going to. You're gonna shit. Like I'm not kidding. Hold it. First and foremost, can y'all just share this out? And Isabella, go get your dad and tell him to get on here too.
And
But
and be clear, this is going to be a very different Ken and Glenn show tonight. We have a specific topic regarding being under the influence, and it does not mean what you think it means.
that's
So
right.
I really encourage you to notify a friend, phone somebody, um,
Tell him to get
text
on here.
somebody, and have them jump on because the
Yep.
next 30 minutes to an hour are going to be jam packed with some deep feelings.
Yeah. And you're gonna crap all of y'all. So all right, I'm going full screen so I can show them
Yep.
on my phone. This one, right?
No,
That one?
that's not the one.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I'm going to send you the one right now.
Bro, there's literally blood running down your chin.
Dude, I'm going to send you the one right now. Ken Walls, my
Dude,
friend
you're
Ken.
the
There.
only famous actor, Hollywood movie star that I've ever argued with.
Maybe you've never seen this
Oh,
one.
I haven't seen that one.
How about that one, dude?
Whoa. Okay.
That's
Here we
the
go.
money.
Here we go.
Can't you do it differently, or do you have to just do it by holding it up in front of the camera? You can't attach it to an email and then bring that up, or no?
It depends on what.
Okay,
Kind
then let's
of.
go with the old cell phone approach.
Yeah, let's do that. It's way easier. And
Okay.
I like easier.
All
All
right.
right. There it is. That is Glenn Morshower, ladies and gentlemen. After
So there you
having
go.
just had a meal.
That's right after feasting on humans. All right.
I'm gonna assume that you like your steak rare.
My humans, I like rare. I like my steak medium rare.
That's
I like my
crazy, bro.
humans rare. Come on, that's hilarious.
That's crazy. So
What
I
is Meg
have
saying? That's what?
like crazy. He's saying that's crazy.
Oh, is that
So
really? Okay.
I had the added benefit of being your brother, and you FaceTime me a few times from set.
Yes, I
You
did.
sent me a lot of pictures, y'all.
But
I have a
apparently
lot,
not that one.
except for that one, right? Which show and which network? Roger is asking. So
Network? Are you kidding me? No, it's a movie.
it's a movie,
It'll
and
probably stream. It could be at a theater near you this summer. I don't know about distribution yet. We're still filming it. We still have another week left in Los Angeles. And, this is part of me doing a little early press. I'm just
yeah,
letting them know that it's out there. Put a little seed there that next year, if you wish to be entertained, because we are a comedy horror film, this will bring you some laughs.
and you have some
Maybe a little
people.
too. Who knows?
You had some other famous people. I won't mention one of their names because.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to mention any of the other people
Oh,
in the
okay.
cast right now. This
Yeah.
is not a
So
big PR campaign. I just want to let
yeah,
you know that it is the
yeah,
most different thing I've ever done.
yeah,
I am actually very proud of it. That is not me joking. I'm proud of what it included in terms of the reach and the stretch
yeah.
to do something that is that foreign to what your day-to-day life includes. So, ladies, look out, Daddy's coming.
It's
I should
crazy.
say, Mama's coming.
I'm t-
Mama's coming.
I'm telling you, when you called me and no Ken, no name dropping. Yeah. When you told me you were going to go do this, I was like, but are you?
Ken was
You're
like,
like,
"You okay?"
I may have said that.
I know you said one of two things. You either said, "You okay?" or maybe you said, "How much?"
Yeah.
You might have said, "How
I might
much?"
have said that. I might have just said, well, I would do it too. So all right, listen, Glenn, while you were gone, because you were gone for a
A
month,
month.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and then
while you
we've
were
added
gone,
another week to it, and I
you went
missed
to,
you.
yeah, I missed you too,
Go
and
ahead. I'm
so
sorry. I didn't mean to
you.
interrupt.
No, I'm teeing these up for you. So you went to Nashville, and look, Lynn says I love Glenn's diversity in his resume. I do too. I love it.
Thank you.
I,
Thank you, Leonard. Thank
although
you.
being a military general and Secret Service guy and president of the United States,
You're wondering how all of that stacks up to equal drag queen, right? And the
I'm
answer is typically it doesn't, but there it is.
oh, that's so funny. So look, Dean Hankey says, "Don't embarrass me. No mentions necessary."
So what do?
So
You
so
immediately mention him.
so
Hello, Dean.
you went to Nashville
I did.
and you lit up an audience of thousands of
I
people.
spoke at no, no, that was in Los Angeles. I
Oh,
spoke at the
oh,
True Network event, their Oasis event in Nashville about 3 weeks ago, and it was a huge event. It was just family and friends. Look at McGenna.
oh. McGinna.
McGenna and I spoke on the phone for the first time in a long time this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm glad she
So
got a
so
little hint
you
that you were
had
going to be on tonight.
you went to Nashville and you had three people that you were speaking to then.
That's correct. It was a 3-person audience, Ken. No, no. It was a few hundred
Uh,
people, and it was a great event. Very well run by the True Network, and I'm now going back to speak with those people at their huge event, their national event
wow.
in Orlando. So the
Wow.
same place I went to speak for you
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
when you hired me and included me in a big event. So
So
how
you were,
there's look at who's gathering.
I know, it's amazing. I wish people would share this out. Come
Zena,
on.
good evening.
Good evening, Xena. I love Xena. Love, love, love
I
her.
love Zena. I love all our peeps, Ken.
Yes, I do too. I love McGinna.
So
So,
is it
okay, so
Christian to talk
let's
about what we're here doing and
yeah.
what the show's title is
Yeah.
tonight?
So you were headed to um
Ontario,
you
California.
got yeah, you got back. Thank you for sharing, Lynn. Lynn shared, so I'm going to put her up here on the screen because she rocks. So
Do I need to look at my Facebook page to see if it shared or did it?
I'll look. Somebody, hey Nick, would you go to Glenn's Facebook page and make sure it's shared, please? So we can stay focused on the show. I feel like I'm losing my mind here a little. Maybe I already have lost my mind, and I feel like I'm just now getting it back. Anyway, I digress. So you came home to Dallas for one day. One day, wasn't it? One day.
I had one
One.
off day. I was here
Oh,
3 days. Two of them were devoted to teaching.
teaching, yeah.
Right.
And then you were headed to Ontario, but you received a phone call. And
Well, technically, not that the timeline is significant for anybody else, but the phone call happened while I was still in Georgia. In fact, I was en route to set for my final night of filming.
oh my
I got the
God.
news that a dear friend of mine had had a massive heart attack and was on life support. And I mean, dear friend, 37-year friendship. And I called Ken this afternoon. Ken knows what went on, which is that this occurred in Phoenix, Arizona. And so I stopped in Phoenix. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Nick. I went to Phoenix en route to California and went to spend time with David in his hospital room and be there bedside with him to give him the one and only kiss that I've ever given him. And to know that was really, really powerful. To realize that that kind of affection wasn't something that came easily for Dave. And we even joked about it over the years that the first time I ever told him that I loved him, which thank God comes easily for me, but we're going to talk about making
Yeah.
those kinds of comparisons tonight and how they can be dangerous. But the fact of the matter is, and I will be speaking from an unfiltered heart tonight, just an absolutely pure heart, off the cuff. But the first time I ever told David Andrew Lloyd, I know him as Dave, or Pitbull is what most of his closest friends called him. And I think he only called me Glenn a handful of times in 37 years. But instead, he nicknamed me the first few months we met. After we had met, he nicknamed me the Reverend, and he always called me Rev. And all he was referencing is that he felt that my role in the world was to provide love and counsel for others. He said, "You are a reverend. You're not licensed from an organization, but you're licensed by the cosmos, which is a larger license than the Earth School one." And I agreed with that. So I graciously embraced the nickname the Rev. And whenever we dealt with each other, it was always the Rev, it's Pitbull. When he would leave me a message on my cell phone, Reverend, it's the Pitbull. Always like he was on a PA system. Reverend, the Pitbull. Reverend, the Pitbull. That's the way he talked. And I would like to play one of his messages, if I may. I'm going to go all the way to the depth of this feeling and pay proper tribute to my dear friend. So the first time I ever looked David in the eyes and said, "I love you," he looked at me and he grimaced and he winced and he waited and he kept waiting. And then finally he said, "Ditto." And we both just laughed hysterically, just hysterically. that somehow I love you earned the response of ditto. So we started exchanging holiday cards that merely said ditto.
Oh my
That was
God.
it. Or if he would call me and say Merry Christmas, I'd just say ditto.
Oh my
And
God.
it was all in fun, and David appreciated it big time. But throughout the years, a simple hug, never came easily. And it wasn't that it was from me, it was a hug at all. That was just not within his comfort zone. And I understand. And that had nothing to do with being male.
Yeah.
It wasn't a homophobic reaction. It was, that's how he was with regard to affection. But I learned a lot from Dave. And one of the things I learned from Dave is that love is an action, it's not merely a statement. Now, I think it's possible to have both, and it operates as both in my life. But if you got to choose two, I would choose Dave's version. I think you can choose both of them. Let me restate that. If you have to choose one out of the two, then choosing love as an action instead of just something you say to somebody. Dave had a firm grip on the more important of the two. Dave knew how to love. He really knew how to love.
Yeah.
And most of all, much like you, Ken, and my intent is not to embarrass you, my intent is to call you out and brag on you. Dave was one of the greatest supporters, if not the greatest supporter, and probably tied, frankly, with you, my dear brother, up on that shelf of what does it really mean to support others? What does it really mean to show up for people? If there was any kind of event, David was there. He was always there. Didn't matter what it was. He was there to love and support. He was there with a phone call. He was physically there in attendance to be there and be present for people. Tony's with us tonight. Beautiful.
Hey, Tony.
So he was Mr. I've got your back, no matter what. And I got to tell you, you can search far and wide and not find very many people who really do have your back. They have it in lip service,
Yeah.
but when it comes to action, that's another matter. And my friend had my back and I had his. And there was no way that I was going to miss going there to be by his side. And I'm grateful I did. And I'm grateful I took action because they removed him from life support on Saturday and he passed away 12 hours later, which is a long time relative to what one of my doctor friends had told me. Dave was 66 years old. So this brings us to the reason for tonight. This is not a depressing Ken and Glenn. It's an insightful one. And I called Ken first and told him, either we're getting ready to do a Ken and Glenn if you're up for it, or if you're not, I need to take these feelings. Thank you, Tony. I need to take these feelings and go public with them now while they are fresh and raw. And I might just do a Facebook Live. And of course, Ken, in showing up like he does for people just like Dave, he came from the spirit of yes. And he said, dude, I'll do that with you. The truth is, Ken's not even feeling well tonight. And you know what champions do? They say, so what? I'm in. I'm in. He told me on the phone that he wasn't feeling well. So he joined me anyway. And here's what I want to share with all of you. The reason you feel the way you do is because things are the way they are. This may be a very difficult concept to wrap your mind around, but I'm going to prove it. If you're in a good mood tonight, it's probably because a lot of things went your way today. And Daddy ain't playing tonight. I'm really serious about this stuff. Let's begin with the fact that you woke up this morning. And none of these are new concepts, but they are really worth dwelling on. Not only did you wake up this morning, but you probably started your day in a good mood because your legs worked when you swung them out of bed. But what if they hadn't? What if they hadn't? What if you had gone to bed last night and your legs worked fine and your spine worked fine? And this is not said to be scary. It's said so that we can be crystal clear that every day of our lives, we are a blink away or a snap away, a finger snap away from things being vastly different. And I'm going to be talking about this and about Dave a lot. This is really under the heading of mindfulness. How mindful are you of where you are, how you got there, and why you feel as you feel? Yes, Tony, that's exactly right. Awareness. You're aware. You get up out of bed, and now you can walk, and not everybody can. And if you're hungry, you simply walk to your fridge. Not everybody can do that. I know there are many of us who live privileged lives who can very easily forget that food has been readily available to me my entire life. I was telling Ken earlier today that I don't imagine I've had more than 10 days in my entire 65 years that I went without food. And it wasn't that I didn't have access to it. It was I wasn't feeling well. I think I've gone a 24-hour fast maybe twice, and the other 8 times were, and that may not be an exact count. It might even be less than that. It's certainly not more. It might be as few as 7 or 8 times in my life where I didn't eat for an entire day because it's there and it's available. And I'm grateful. And I take none of it for granted. None of it. Even if it's what I did yesterday and last week and the week before, I don't take, and Ken, thank you for giving me this alone time for just a few minutes, and we'll see what kind of conversation this stirs up. But the point is, all of us are abundantly blessed. And if you can say yes to a condition, this isn't even a religious concept. This is just, as Tony said, it's awareness. It's being mindful. It's being conscious. There's another great word, just to be conscious that there's a condition called twice blessed. And what twice blessed means is that, one, you're blessed, but the more important one is that you know it.
That's Glenn, keep going. I'll be right back. You keep going.
That's the more important, is that you know it. So if you know that you are, then you can experience the fullness of the blessing. It's very difficult to experience the fullness of any blessing if you're not mindful of the blessing. If you're not conscious of it, then it goes massively underappreciated and certainly massively under acknowledged, or possibly even not acknowledged at all. So a simple journey every day through all of the things that we are grateful for about our lives as they are, not as we wish they were, but as they are, just as they are, and just as they are not. Both, life as it is. I feel extraordinarily blessed to have known this man, David Lloyd. And I feel that David would have things to say about my absence if the roles had been reversed. So if you are in a good mood tonight, trace back through your life and look at all of the things that are currently feeding that good mood. There's so many things in place. It was very easy to be me today. Other than the massive heartache that I have in connection with the loss of David, I woke up this morning next to somebody I love. I woke up inside a beautiful Dallas home. I went out a few hours later and drove in my beautiful car that had gas in it. And when I was hungry, I went and ate lunch. Still haven't had dinner. I'm going to do that after we do our thing tonight. But the point is, there are so many things. I spent the entire day today being able to walk. The entire day today being able to feel if I were to reach and pinch my skin. And one of the tests that they ran on Dave is that they were giving him pinch tests to see if there was any kind of brain activity. Reach now and pinch yourself and understand that if it hurts, that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. If you can pinch yourself right now and it hurts, Let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate the fact that you can feel. If you've got emotions running through you and you're processing them, whether they're happy ones or sad ones, you're still conscious enough to feel them. And the list goes on and on and on. And the idea is not to turn this into a 4-hour share tonight. The idea is just to go public with some really raw feelings. Well, I'm looking back, McKenna, and I see your post. It says blessed twice because you are blessed, and two because you know it. That's right. But I want to say, many of you remember a song that we heard, at least here in this country, when we were growing up, and it went like this. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Right? Then it went on to say, if you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. The third verse was, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. And the final verse was, if you're happy and you know it, do all three. So that's where that concept first appeared in my very young life. Is it didn't just say, if you're happy, clap your hands. It said, if you're happy and you know it. If you're happy and you know it. And I started doing this talk on stages years ago about the fact that the secret to happiness is to also know that you're happy. So if you're blessed and you know it, then you're twice blessed. All the things that are going on and you know it, you are so far ahead of the game in this world, and you'll feel richly connected with your fellow humans and with the environment. And I think what we're really talking about here is not only mindfulness, but simple, unfiltered gratitude.
Amen, dude.
When you open your eyes in the morning, be grateful. I gave a college commencement speech, Ken, as you know, on Saturday in Los Angeles to a large crowd, just over 8,000 people at the Ontario Convention Center. And I was encouraging those people to play, to just play, to add more play to your lives. And I spoke on gratitude, and I said, whatever you do, thank somebody today. You can also do it tomorrow, but jump on it today. Who have you thanked today that means something? So, Tony, I'm going to throw a thank you to you, because thank you, Tony Rodriguez, for so diligently showing up every morning, Monday through Friday, on Clubhouse, except in instances where I suppose you were traveling or had something else going on, but day after day, week after week, month after month, and year after year, for as long as Clubhouse has been in existence, you have rallied together people who were trading great concepts and sharing from their hearts. And I want you to know that it doesn't go unnoticed. And I know I'm not the only one, but I'll promise you I notice. And I'm conscious of the commitment, which is what we're talking about. The commitment that it takes to not only do something and to show up, but to keep showing up again and 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 again. That's discipline. That's follow through. That's commitment. And frankly, it's lacking in our world. One of the things I talked about in this commencement speech is the danger of only doing what's convenient. Success is inconvenient. It includes being inconvenienced. It's part of it. So if we look to take the easy way out, if we look to take the cheap way out, if we look to take the convenient way out, we will miss out on some of the greatest blessings that are available to us in this lifetime.
Amen.
Ken, I'm going to close this and open up for conversation with this one statement. Whatever mood you are in right now, right where you are, there are things that are fueling that explain why you feel as you do. Go back and review what's going on in your life and notice that even if there are a couple of things wrong, or maybe it's just one thing that feels really off, I will promise you the deck is stacked in your favor. that you have so many more things going on in your life that favor your life than things that oppose your life, and that it's been that way throughout your life.
Glenn, talk about the story about. I think it fits perfectly here.
Oh, about Christopher Reeve?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is another thing that I mentioned at a lot of my talks. So I'm going to give you a quick thought on. So when we say under the influence, we're not talking about alcohol or drugs, although that certainly can play a role. We're talking about the influence of what's going on in your life. You're under the influence of the fact that it was a beautiful day today. You're under the influence of being cold and shivering. You're under the influence of having air conditioning. You're under the influence of not having air conditioning. You're under the influence of having heat. You're under the influence of not having heat. You're under the influence of having something to eat. You're under the influence of not having something to eat. You're under the influence of being loved. You're under the influence of loneliness. And it goes on and on and on. And they have a cumulative effect on the entirety of your life, beginning with your mood. So I want to give you a thought on perspective tonight. And this is money in the bank, something you will never forget. On the day of May 27th, and this comes from memory because I've done my research about this particular day in question, May 27th of the year 1995, there was a huge stand full of people, grandstand, full of people at an equestrian center in Culpeper, Virginia. And that stand was filled with people who were getting ready to watch actor, director Christopher Reeve participate in an equestrian event held that day. The jump that Chris's horse was getting ready to make, his horse's name was Eastern Express. He was getting ready to execute what is called a routine jump of approximately 3 feet. Easily done, and they had done it many times. I want to go to that moment before, the moment before. And that moment, we're talking a microsecond. So 1 second before the horse balked and Chris flew over the top of the horse, landing on his head and breaking his neck. In that moment before the horse balked, that stand, I will promise you, was filled with people who would gladly have swapped lives with Christopher Reeve. I would dare not say everybody, because I'm sure there were people in those stands that were completely content with their lives exactly as they knew them that day in that moment. You want to trade? No. You want his money? Nope, don't need it. You want his fame? Nope, don't need it. But those numbers are the exception to the rule. Most of the people in the stand that day would gladly have traded their lives to have the lives of financial freedom, fame, youth,
Yep.
great looks, height, 6'4" tall, whatever fleet of cars Chris had, however many homes he had, all of his money in the bank, and the list goes on and on. What were the perks of being Chris Reeve? And 1 second later, like that, and Chris, look, before I even get to the snap, let me back up. If Chris had been asked before the horse balked, how would you feel about trading places, swapping lives with anybody up there in the stands? How would you feel about that? No, thank you. You want to give up what you have? You want to give up your marriage to Dana Reeve? You want to give up your fame? Do you want to give up your career? You want to give up your car? Do you want to give up this horse? You want to give up being Chris Reeve and what it means? No, thank you. I'm grateful. I enjoy being Christopher Reeve. I'm grateful. Right. And 1 second like that later, nobody in the stands would have wanted to be Chris Reeve. And that's how quickly that perspective changed. Yep. Simultaneously, if Chris had been asked, would you like to have a simple $40 or $50,000 a year job, or maybe even no job, and you have no money, but you've got your family, and most importantly, you can move. Would you like to be in the condition of any of those people in the stands? And I will promise you, there would have been an immediate and unequivocal yes, please. Because the importance of that was revealed to him in that moment.
Yeah.
So we are all on the cusp of moments like that, and we dance a lot closer to that thin veil between things being great or being devastating. And that's the sensitivity and the frailty of life. So I want to say this. Thank you all for watching our Ken and Glenn show. Thank you from the bottom of our collective hearts.
Yep.
And understand, let's appreciate each other in this moment, because we never know what the next moment may bring. This is not a fear-based perspective. It's simply the truth about life, and it's a very healthy understanding to realize if things are good for you today, be grateful.
Amen, man. I think about, Eric says, talk about it, brother. Talk about it. I think that, what's really cool, because our mutual friend, Steve Rizzo, there's Patricia. Patricia, I love you. I love you. I love you. What's really cool about that whole situation, Steve Rizzo actually was speaking at an event. For those of you that don't know Steve, he's a very famous comedian and he's a Hall of Fame speaker. He's amazing. But Steve actually met Christopher Reeves and his wife after or at this event. And his wife came to Steve and said, Chris would like to speak to you backstage. And he was like, holy crap. Like, okay. So he goes back there and he ends up becoming good friends. What's interesting though is Chris Reeves, a lot of people would have said, I'm a vegetable. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. I got enough money to try to keep myself comfortable for the rest of my life, however short or long that is. But Chris Reeves took a different path. He wrote books. He spoke on stages. He lived full out to inspire other people to live out, full out. Just like you and I do. I mean, except for he was Superman. I haven't been able to claim that one yet, but
he just chose to play out the hand.
Yeah.
He didn't like it, but he chose to play out the hand. And from where he was with things as they were, let's finish up this dance and let's go out swinging, which is what he did.
Yeah. Like Dean says, he championed life for sure.
I really love what Dean says here, Ken, when he said, truly grateful. Even scars are proof that you have served and often survived.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful. And Suraj saying, gratitude is the highest vibration of all feelings. Oh, look at this,
Roger.
There is
no doubt.
Over on Instagram, you can't see the comments. We've got Ignite with Cynthia. Hey, Ignite with Cynthia, or just Cynthia. Troy is over here. Linda. Roger says, I worked on a Christopher Reeve directed film after that accident. He was so focused on working and continuing his passion. Dude, that's freaking unbelievable.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing. There's Victoria.
Oh, hi, sweetheart.
Hi, Victoria.
Good to see you.
Hey, Victoria, if I said we need you to come over to the U.S., like be here in 3 days, could you do it?
You know she's coming back.
I know she would be like, "Yeah, I'll be right there. I
No,
know
I'm
her.
saying, do you know that she is coming back?
I believe it. I'm sure she is.
She is going to LA next month. Then
Wow,
she's going to Austin, and then she's coming to stay with us for a few days.
that's amazing. She is so amazing. You want to talk about somebody that lives life full out? That's
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. And she's so young to be this wide awake. Tony
Look,
says you have to play the
look.
hand you're dealt.
She
Yes,
said 3 days. Let me know. I'll book my tickets. I'm
that's right.
playing. I'm just playing. So no, 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 don't do that. But yeah, and I agree with that. But I don't know anything.
What are we talking
You're
about that you agree with?
the Tony's
Oh,
statement there.
okay.
I also though I don't know anything. I don't know how you know this about me. I don't know how to play poker. I've stood at the craps table with Glenn multiple times, and he's literally an expert at craps, like the highest level expert. And I sat there, and he's trying to teach me, and it was like trying to teach me the theory of relativity or something. I couldn't get it. I'm like, dude, okay, I'm gonna go over there and play slots. And but because
That is
that's
what you did.
I know.
It
But
is.
but I don't know anything about poker is my point. And my you know, playing the hand that you're dealt, don't you have the ability to change your hand
Yes, you
though?
do. Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Let me shed some light on that, on Tony's comment. Yes, you do. You're right, Ken, but you understand that playing the hand you're dealt often includes folding as a correct decision.
Mm,
Folding is part of playing a hand well at times. This is why Kenny
wow.
Rogers says you got to know when to
I'm
hold them
gonna
and
hold
know when to
them.
fold them.
Yeah.
So there are times you hold them and you play the hand you were dealt, and other times you take the hand you were dealt, and well playing it is to release it when that's what the circumstance dictates. Because we seldom are only dealt one hand. If we live
Mm,
long enough, you'll
look,
have the opportunity to play many hands. There he
look what
says it,
Tony
and live to
says.
fight the next round.
Amen.
So I think it's a mistake, Ken, to be stubborn and just decide I'm playing this period. Like, you know, when the evidence suggests that the wise thing to do is to fold and or call an audible, think about that in football. Only a fool runs the play anyway. If you look at the defensive lineup and can see the play we just called is not going to work, then a smart
Right.
quarterback calls an audible. And I will tell
Right.
you that every successful person that I've ever met, I'm jacked up tonight, Ken.
I know.
Every successful person I've ever met possesses the ability to look at the line of their lives,
Yep.
metaphorically speaking, and either run the play or call an audible.
Amen.
And some people are not great at calling an audible. And boy, we got a chance to really see that when COVID hit.
Yeah.
We're not talking about COVID, but we're talking about its effect on the world. Is for a lot of people, they were unable to pivot
Yep.
because they couldn't handle what it did to their business. I didn't like the fact that we had to shut down the business, but you turned me on to this thing called Zoom, showed
Yeah.
me how simple it was,
Yep.
and we pivoted and went in a different direction. And it
And
was very easy for this reason. You either shut down your school or you go online.
right.
Sometimes when it's reduced to two choices, it's very easy to make the correct decision. It's not like Baskin Robbins where you have 31 flavors, or
Right.
Jerry's Deli where you have 185 things to choose from, or Cheesecake Factory. It's
Right.
just two choices. And I didn't want to give up my workshop. So we pivoted and we fared well. And
And
it's
you'll
just,
never go back to doing live,
I will not
probably.
go back to doing live because there are too many
It's
advantages to teaching online.
like
Primarily
you're
the
literally using a camera. Like,
right. So
hey, that's a great idea if you're going to be an
if
actor
you'll
on
teach
camera.
acting, on-screen acting,
Right.
but we also have the absence of monthly overhead, the absence of travel. I'm not catching a plane to 2 other cities every week, which I used to do. And we have no geographic restrictions.
Yep.
So look at the advantages when life turns and goes in a way that you really didn't want it to
Yeah.
when the news was first presented. And then you realize, wait a minute, me learning to roll with it is the answer to life. Roll with it.
It's like Roger said over here on Instagram. He said, "That's why I'm a big Ben Roethlisberger fan." LOL. He didn't say Ben Roethlisberger. He said Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, he said Aaron
But I'm a
Rodgers.
Steelers fan, so
Well, you converted it conveniently to Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah.
I did. I had to. But yeah, no, I get it. I mean, a good quarterback though is good at calling, and we have an NFL guy on here. Look, Jackson Crisp.
There's Jackson.
He's our brother, isn't he? I
Look
love
at
that
him.
dude.
Blackjack all the way. Craps is confusing.
Yeah.
And Tom is on here tonight, who said,
Yeah,
"Good evening, men of
Tom, I
wisdom."
saw Tom.
What a nice
Josh,
thing to
there's
say.
Josh Mandrager.
Oh, dude,
Josh.
we should feature Josh Mandrager singing the national anthem since he got the gig courtesy of the Ken and Glenn show.
Of us.
I
Yeah.
think we're entirely responsible for all good that has ever occurred in Josh's life.
All. Like
All
there's
good. From birth on, even though we didn't know him then.
yeah,
On
but it
some
was
level.
it was pre-planned.
On some level, our influence over him later in life retroactively made a
Yep.
difference. No,
Yes.
all kidding aside, Josh was brilliant this weekend.
Josh,
And we
I
have
want to
the
hear
video.
this.
Can we have the video?
Well, what the heck? What somebody send me the video, Josh. Text
Josh.
it to me.
Josh, can you send Ken
If you text it to me,
the video?
I will upload it and play it in front of 9,000 people at a graduation ceremony. Wow, dude.
By the way, Daryl Goldberg insists that you be there next year. Insists. Look, Josh is standing by.
He says, "Stand by." Josh has my cell phone. I'm kind of honored that somebody that famous has my cell phone number.
Well, you know, he rocked the house. He sang 4 songs prior
What?
to him going up and beginning the ceremony while people were coming into
Wow.
the arena, into the Ontario Convention Center.
Wow.
And then it came time for the color guard. And we played Pomp and Circumstance, right? And so here comes the color guard to Josh's rendition of America the Beautiful. And it was gorgeous. And I'm standing there with tears in my eyes, looking at my baby brother, my kid brother Josh. And I'm just going, dude, look what happens when you say yes. Right? This guy served Kara Rayner and me a glass of water and some wine on a movie set as an
Yep.
extra.
That's
And
how
I
you
did.
met him.
Absolutely. And I
Yeah.
so adored his energy that I asked
love
him to
him.
come sample our workshop. And we went out, you and I went out to support him
Yeah.
in East Texas. I saw several concerts of his, and he's brilliant. And then we asked him to
That
come
was
do
a
the
very
music.
that was
For
a
our
very
workshop.
very long drive, by the way, Josh.
Right. Well, I would
Okay,
go ahead
he
and rub
sent
his
it
nose
to
in it.
me. Huh?
I would go ahead and rub his nose in it if I were you, Ken.
Well, I'm just saying he needs to recognize.
Did we maybe spend the next 60 seconds on guilting him? How would you?
Hold on. He
feel about that?
yeah. Let's do it, man. I think we should. Let's see if I can download it from here.
Oh, he sent it to you.
Yeah, Josh, I need you to text message on my cell phone, bro. I can't download it from there, man. He sent it in sorry for the long distance friendship, Ken Walls. Yeah, Josh, can you text that to me on my cellular device? Patricia Gigich just texted me and said, "Hey,
go to a
I'm
single
almost
thing.
famous."
Go to a
Huh?
single screen of you. Go to a single screen of you for a moment. I got to make a quick call.
Okay. I should mute you then too, right? Oh, you muted you. Okay. So, Glenn is making a quick call. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I have Dan Altmeyer on the show tomorrow. Make sure you tune in for that. I have a show tomorrow with the one and only Dan Altmeyer on Breakthrough Walls. Hey, Josh, are you? Oh, you just texted it to me. Okay. All right. Let's see if it comes through. Yeah, Dan is amazing. Oh my gosh, Dan's awesome. Patricia's been on my show. Glenn's new role. Glenn is Victoria. Do I have your number, or are you talking to Josh? Josh, that has not come through yet. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Yes, McGinna, you have my cellular device number. That is a fact. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here and see if it's the right format. And of course, it's not. Son of a gun. Hold on. I have to convert it from a MOV to an MP4 or it won't work. So give me a minute. I can't even see the comments. I have another tab open. So Glenn, are you back yet, dude? Can you talk to everybody? You're muted, by the way.
You can bring me back. I was trying to call Jeffrey Wolf.
There you go. So I have to convert this real fast. Let's
Can you ask Jeffrey Wolf to send you? I'm having trouble reaching him. Oh, here it is.
Hello, is it Jeffrey Wolf? Yeah, sorry I missed your call. Please leave your name.
Don't you? I got it, dude. I've got what Josh sent me. It'll work. Hello? Hello? Glenn? Okay, so this is behind the scenes with the Ken and Glenn show, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm back.
Wow. We are actually holding the audience, dude. I can't believe
for these phone calls and everything. But see, that's the beauty of the Ken and Glenn show is we're raw and we're real and we don't care about it looking really ordinary.
Right.
I think that's a plus, Ken.
I mean, really ordinary though?
No, I'm saying it's raw and real. It's not a facade. It's not a show.
Right.
It's a share. We should call it the Ken and Glenn share.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, there. Finally. Holy crap.
Dina is saying know when to hold the audience. What she didn't say is know when to fold the audience.
Right. Right.
Oh,
lay some wisdom on them while I do this. I'm just converting it real fast. Come on,
how about
man.
this? What has 5 toes and is not your foot? My foot.
Know. Oh, that's funny.
I told that at the graduation.
You did? Not.
Yeah, and about 8 people out of 8,000 got it. So I rushed to tell them another one, which is, what do you call a spider with 10 eyes? Spider.
You didn't tell that one, please.
I did.
You didn't.
I truly did. And I'm going to prove it.
We talked about this.
What? You told me not to? Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I did tell that joke.
That is so funny.
So
okay,
guys,
hold on.
What are your thoughts about all of this? Those of you who haven't chimed in, are you glad we came on tonight? Even though we didn't seek to entertain you, we just came out to connect with you. If you're entertained, great. If you laugh, great. If you cry, great. The main thing is every time Ken and I come on, we want you to feel something.
Yes.
Is that an affirmative from you, Ken, that's why we do the Ken and Glenn show in the first place? That's what we started it based on. It started during COVID when people were confused about what the hell's going on. And we thought, you know what? Let's do something to be a stabilizing presence in the lives of others and remind them that we're here and we love you. And that's what we did. And that's how you and I became friends. We became friends through this show.
We sure did.
I mean, we met. It was like before we were even friends. It's like, you're Ken Walls. Yeah, well, I'm Glenn Morshower. And we started doing a show together. And then we went, I like you.
I know, dude. It was, and I'll never forget when you because you had been on my show, Bob Donnell. Well, Joe Ingram tried to introduce us. Let me put that out there.
Right.
But
And
Bob Donnell made the introduction.
Force-fed us to each other.
Yes. And so when you called and said, "Hey bud, you busy?" I'm like, "Nope, talking to you." And you said, "I think I want to do a show with you." I'll never forget that. Because, dude, you're famous. Like, you're like, I'm famous in my mind. You're like legit famous.
But
like,
I was hoping to use this show to increase my fame.
Well, you've increased mine, so thank you for that.
I love you, buddy.
I love you too, dude.
In honor of David tonight, you should hear me say that and go. Oh, I'm only sorry you didn't get to meet. I'm sorry you didn't get to meet each other.
Me too, man. Me too.
He would have loved you probably more than anyone other than Jill and your daughters. I mean, he would have been all over what you are about. All over it.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Are we speaking in code?
I don't think you're an acquired taste, my friend. I think you're a tasty dish to the world.
Well, thank you.
Oh, wow. Come on with it.
Come on, man.
Wow. Come on with it.
Wow.
You are a tasty dish.
Wow. Well, thank you. I think
you don't, first of all, you don't ever bullshit anybody. You speak straight from your gut, and people either are going to like it or not, but you're not going to leave anyone in doubt. Nobody ever said, I don't have a sense of who he is. Nobody has ever said that about my brother Ken.
When we had our event and I had to leave, remember I had an emergency and I got pulled over by the cop. I was hauling ass. I mean, he said, do you know how you were doing like 80? And I go, that's it. I thought I hit 90.
Weren't
and I'm
you
like,
hauling your own ass to arrest
I was. I was like, bro, I gotta go. Like I have to go. I have an emergency. And he said,
you gave me that my butt is hurting panic look where you're like,
I did. I
have to go now.
And he goes, I'm pretty sure this cop has never, ever experienced that in his career. I was like, dude, you can write me a ticket. You can get, but I have to go. Can we, like, seriously, I have to, like, you don't understand. I have to go. And anyway, he let me go.
Write me a ticket. I have to.
Yeah, right. So I have the video uploaded. I had to convert it and all of that. So here we go. You ready? And by the way, I don't know if it'll mute us. It's a vertical video, so we'll still be on screen, Glenn, but it should mute us. Should mute our mics. All right, here we go. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Josh Mandrager singing the national anthem. Right?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
In front of 8.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we dare, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through
That's my baby boy, Josh.
Wow, Josh. Wow, 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 wow.
Josh,
Oh.
send him the color guard if you've
Look
got
at
it.
look at what Brandy. Remember? Do you remember meeting Brandy at
Look at this.
Tony Caruso's event?
Yes, I cried, laughed, and felt all the emotions when I met the both of you. We need that sushi dinner soon. I personally can't have it with you until tonight, Brandy, because that's exactly where I'm headed. When
Are you
we,
going to Zena?
I am going to Zena for sushi, my friend.
Dang
Zena
it.
for sushi. Come on with it.
Dang. I really want that in my life tonight.
Little sushi.
So look at what Patricia says. A compliment to this evening. Thank you for sharing. So beautiful and smooth. And a Canadian gal loves this. Love you, Josh. Wow.
Did he send you the other one?
What other one? Another one I have to convert? Another video?
I had the shortest talk I've ever given.
Oh.
Would you like to hear that talk, Ken? It's 12 minutes long.
Do you have it?
Drop a 1 in the comments if you would like to hear a very peculiar commencement speech.
But the thing is that 12 minutes, how do we get it on this screen?
I don't know. I'm not a man of
I do know, and you're talking about
knowledge like you.
I understand. You're talking about a 30 to plus minute event
No.
to prepare it.
Oh, really?
Yes, just to be able to play it on screen.
Well,
Actually,
how is it that I did a screen share of it with ease on my Zoom with my students the other day?
where
It was
is
just
it?
a simple screen share.
Where is the video?
Well, that's what I was trying to call Jeffrey Wolf about and ask him, did he send me a text or if it was on an email? I've been so overwhelmed emotionally this week that I couldn't remember what he did. So I'm going to look at my texts from
And see
Jeffrey
if he
because
sent
that's
it.
probably where it is.
Brandy had sushi for dinner tonight.
Oh, good.
Hey, Brandy, you live here in Dallas. Have you been to Kura? I can't say it. Kuri. It has the robots that delivers your stuff, your drinks, and it has the. It's the most amazing place. We were there.
Oh, that's right. You
We're
said we were
supposed to
going
go.
to that now that I'm back.
Yes, we are supposed to go. Kura. I can't say it for Cheetah. Let's see. Suraj says, I'm in India right now, and I think about the closet full of clothes I'm blessed with back home in Los Angeles. And you see lots of people here with only the clothes on their back. Wow. Thank you for that.
Yep. That was my point.
Reminder to be grateful. Amen. Amen.
That was my point. Is Josh sending you the other?
Josh, the 12-minute video?
No.
Oh.
No, his America the Beautiful.
Oh, Josh, send me America the Beautiful.
Edify Josh a little bit.
Got it. Dean is leaving. He doesn't want to hear America the Beautiful. Dean, what's that all about, Dean? You're bouncing on us? I'm really good at throwing guilt on people, aren't I? Glenn always says, thank you.
I think you might be channeling your inner Jewish grandmother.
Glenn's always giving me crap about that. I'm like, I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. If you want to go have sushi without me, I understand.
Hi. I'm Ken. Allow me to make you feel guilty, Walls.
Stop. That's ridiculous. Every morning, it's gratefulness and coffee. Amen.
Yes.
Oh.
When did you change your last name from Walls to Passive Aggressive? Was that this year or last year during the
have
third
been
year of
last
our
year.
relationship?
Oh my God.
How many of you like to laugh? Come on.
I
You guys
love
like to laugh.
That's why I hang out with you, dude. We
It's great
laugh
medicine.
all the time.
It's such great medicine to laugh.
We
Oh,
laugh
okay.
all the time.
Okay. I'm going to do a little tribute to Dave here because Dave knew how to laugh.
I have to go get rid of some water. Can you handle the audience by yourself?
Well, give me 1 second before you rush off. I want to show a photo, but you're at the control board. And
yeah.
this photo, Ken, you haven't even seen this. This photo will show you why I was nuts about my friend. So years ago, Ken, you're not missing this, are you?
I'm not. I'm right here. I'm giving you full screen so you can show it.
So years ago, I hear this mad honking in front of my LA home. Crazy honking. Like a crazy man is honking the horn. And I don't know what the hell's going on, but I go rushing outside of my house, and parked in front of my house is a piece of crap Pinto.
Oh, wow.
You remember the Pinto?
I used to own one, so yes.
Well, I'm sorry.
I know.
It was a Pinto. You're about to laugh your ass off, Ken, when you see this. It's a Pinto, and my buddy David Lloyd has thrown ugly, horrific paint all over this piece of garbage, and he's taken a stencil, and he has stenciled on it, actor Glenn Morshower seeks his big break.
Oh my God.
And it's all over the car.
Oh,
hearing about it won't do it justice. So allow me to show you what pulled up in front of my house that day.
Oh my dear Lord, have mercy.
Right there it is. Now it's focused. That's Dave.
Wow.
That's Dave right there. Look what he did. And he's driving around town.
Oh my God.
With this painted all over the hood on the other side. And he's now trying.
Oh
my God. By the way, for those of you who are active in social media, please know that this is what social media used to like. It's what it used to look like. This is what it used to take to get attention.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that some people are laughing, but this is why I love this man, is because that is seriously an act of love.
Wow.
Only a dear friend would do that. Is that beautiful or what, Ken?
It's amazing, dude. It's amazing.
I'm so grateful I've got some whack job friends.
I'm glad I'm not one of them.
No, not
the
at
whack
all.
job part.
Not at all. You're so sane, it's almost boring.
I know. I'm just one of those old boring. Hang on, I'm getting this video. He sent me this video. I'm trying to, let's see, 1162. There it is.
Victoria says, I would hire you in a New York minute if I saw that as a casting director.
Right.
I showed it in class the other day. She must have missed it.
That is hilarious. Hang on, I'm working on this.
Eric labels it epic, and I don't disagree.
11.
I do not disagree.
Okay, here we go.
Well, I'm thankful you guys chose to tune in tonight. We promised you it would be a little bit different, and it has been.
It's been fun, man.
Did he send you the other?
Yeah, I'm converting it right now. I'm converting it. Here, I'll come back on screen.
Okay.
I'm converting it. And I do have to pee. Thank you, Josh. You're right. So as soon as this converts and starts its download, I'm going to excuse myself for a second, and Glenn will talk to you.
You don't need to do that. Just put on Josh's deal.
Well, I want to hear it.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Don't you have a Coke? Don't you have a Coke can or something you can urinate in right there by your desk?
No, I don't.
No?
Nope. I don't.
You know, we have a Super Moon.
Directly across the hall from where I'm sitting, however.
Ken, we do have a super moon tonight.
I know. Yes.
We looked at it last night. It had a partial eclipse, and tonight, I think it's there in all of its splendor.
Yeah.
It's closer
Jill-
to the Earth than it typically is.
So Eric Cornelius took a picture of it from Chattanooga, and it's unbelievable.
When? Last night or tonight?
Tonight.
Oh, wow.
It's unbelievable. Like it's on. I'll show it to you. It's amazing.
By the way, I always thought I would at some point in my life open a diner in Chattanooga
Yeah.
and call it the Chattanooga Chew Chew.
Right. You're fine.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. Is that crazy or what, dude?
He took that tonight?
Yes.
Wow.
Crazy. Look at that.
That looks like something that E.T. should fly in front of.
I know. It's nuts. He took that with an Android. iPhones are not that good at taking pictures of the moon. I mean, you can get a good shot like that, but you really need to know what you're doing.
Can
Okay.
all of you leave the Ken and Glenn show for 30 seconds and just go outside and appreciate the moon?
Dude, don't
That
tell
is-
people to leave.
I
He's
love
got
them
this-
enough to trust that
he-
they will come back, Ken.
You've got this marketing the Ken and Glenn show thing all wrong.
No, that's called confidence. Confidence. There's Jamie. Confidence tells your audience, go look at the moon. We'll still be here. Oh,
Oh
Eric
my
likes
God.
that. The Chattanooga Chew Chew.
Oh my God.
Right?
Okay, so Glenn is
Or
going
you
to
could
entertain
call
you. I'll
that
be
the-
right back.
Buddy,
Huh?
you could also have a Tennessee chewing tobacco company that was called Chattanooga Chew Chew, or possibly even beef jerky made in Tennessee from the Chattanooga Chew Chew company.
You know, Eric owns a beef jerky company,
Well, there it is.
but it's
There's
for
your new
truckers.
flavor.
It's called Big Rig. I don't know something. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's your new flavor, Eric, the Chattanooga Chew Chew. Did anyone see the lunar eclipse last night? Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to let him go pee, Josh. Come on. I'm not going to withhold privileges. Oh my gosh. You know, Ken is known to be a quick urinator. So he should be back any moment. Did you send him your America the Beautiful, Josh? Mo, is 4 a.m. here in England. So I saw the moon big, bold, and bright earlier. Nice. Well, it is just now 10 p.m. here in the States, Mo. And as soon as I leave here, I'm going to go express my gratitude for the moon and then go express my gratitude for some sushi. Oh, you did send it, Josh. Good. Good. Well, if the audience can be patient and hang on for a few more minutes, 5 a.m. here, the moon was beautiful on my way to work. Do you work till 7, Victoria? Is that when you're off, 7 a.m.? It was nice to see you via our Zoom call earlier today. Well, Josh, if you didn't live 2 hours east of me, I'd say come on down. And I heard from Mohammed tonight. He's going to be staying with us. Where is Sushi After 10? Hey, they're open till 3 a.m., Eric. 3 a.m. That's why I love this place. I'm a night owl. Oh, I work till 6:45. There it is. You've been there with us, Victoria, haven't you? When you've come to town? If not, I will take you. It's a place called Zena here in
Dude,
Dallas, and it
we're
is
gonna
delicious.
we gotta take her to Kura. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable.
You know, Ken, we can take her to both. We're not limited to one restaurant visit while she's here. All right, let's show them before we lose our audience.
Dude, I can't believe everybody's still on, and my hands are still wet. I didn't pee on
I
them.
hope
I
that's
washed them.
water.
It's
Is it
water.
water on your hands?
It's water. It's
I
water.
hope so.
All right, so here, let me play this. Is it kura? That literally means chicken in
In
Slovak.
Slavic.
Slavic or Slovak?
Yes, Slavic.
Slavic or
She's
Slovak?
from Slovakia, where they speak
Slovakia.
Slovakia. Or if you're a little slow, it's
Slovakia. All right, let's listen to Josh sing.
There's
What
no
is he
need for
singing?
drugs in this relationship.
I know. What is he singing? What is this that I'm getting ready to
America
play?
the Beautiful. It's the color guard.
Okay, here we go. We have Josh Mandrager.
Josh doing his thing.
Beautiful. Josh, that was beautiful, man. Wow.
Thank you, Josh, for chiming in. Hey, Josh, you want to come spend a couple of minutes before we say goodnight? Because I'm ready to go get some sushi, but I'd
You
love
mean
to.
get on here with us?
Can he?
Yeah.
Are you available?
Me?
No, is Josh available?
Oh. Well, what
Are
about
you
me?
Are you clothed?
Josh, do you want to get on here? If you want to, let me know. And if you can't, let me know that.
Yeah, we are
He,
fans.
he is. Okay, so here. Un momento, por favor. Oh, I think I blocked him on Facebook. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I
No, I
did. I
didn't.
know.
There you go, Josh. Jump in here with us, brother.
Jump on in, baby.
Come on, man.
Come on with it.
Oh, that's
Oh, he's
interesting.
going to get on both of us. I'm not sure what that means, but we're open. Maybe not entirely.
I'm gonna have to. No, I'm not really open to that. If you
You're gonna
if you
have
could
to,
not volunteer,
you're gonna
me
have
for-
to pass. It must be third down. It's third down in my life. I'm gonna have to pass.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I
Why
can't
is he
believe
playing
we
hard to
still
get?
have 21 people watching, it says, plus one. We have one still on Instagram. Like one.
That's
How
got
do
to
I
be a
have
diehard.
14,000, 15,000 followers on Instagram and we have one viewer? Are we that bad?
I don't think that's the issue, Ken.
There's Joshy.
There
Hey, guys.
he is.
Josh.
There's the man.
You rascals.
Rascals, even.
We just wanted to hear straight from the horse's mouth
Yeah.
what this weekend was like for you.
Oh man. It
Biggest
was-
audience you've ever played for.
Yes. Yeah, it was. And just still honestly still just soaking it in. Like I got to come home and just reflect and be extremely grateful. And I messaged you. I didn't see if you guys saw it or not, but the fact that it worked out the way it did of a late night, Ken and Glenn show hopping on, and Daryl happened to be there. You guys came out and saw me play in East Texas the night after, and it's just it's such a fun story. It's a fun story that it was just like a weird thing that got put together the way it did, and I'm just blessed. Ken. I know I don't tell you enough, but I love you, dude. Thank you for having that spot in that space. And Glenn, you cultivate an atmosphere of allowing people to move and be seen and be heard. And you guys are the cat's pajamas, man. I love you guys so much.
Thank you, brother.
That's an
I
expression
love
I've
you
not
too.
heard before. The cat's pajamas.
I use it quite often.
Well,
No, I
you
don't.
guys are from the north. Both of you.
I've never heard that.
Down
Wow.
here, they call them cat's PJs.
Yeah.
Okay, still have not. Oh, look, there's my mom, Glenn.
Hi, Mom.
My
Hello,
mom,
Cheryl. Good
my-
evening to you.
she just had surgery last week on her neck.
How's the healing coming along?
I think she's doing well. Hey, Mom. So no, Josh. Hey, man. You know what? Here's the deal, man. I'm a recovered alcoholic with 22 years sober, and prior to getting sober, I was a very self-centered, selfish, all about me, all about what's in it for me, and after I got sober, I learned something really valuable, that the more I make life about helping other people, the more life helps me. And it's so cliche, right? Zig Ziglar, the more you help other people get what they want. But I mean, it's the truth. And so no, man, Glenn teed that up, and then I heard you sing and I was like, dude, if I was gay, I'm kidding. No, when I drove out to East Texas, what was that? 3.5 hours, I think, to get out
every
there.
time we talk about it, that hour keeps climbing up.
It was
one
3
digit.
hours and
Yeah,
46
it's a 2-hour
minutes.
drive. It's a 2-hour drive, but Ken can't seem to drive it in less than 3.5.
Dude,
Oh,
not from where
Maybe-
I live.
Maybe
right.
you could get rid of your Flintstone mobile, where
Yeah.
you're having to run
Right.
with your feet.
Right.
Oh man,
Right.
that's
funny.
hilarious. No,
My mom's-
seriously,
my
it was
mom's
awesome that
been
you
pretty
guys came out, man.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. I was expecting a humongous audience. I'm not gonna lie.
I do every time. Every time.
Well, now you're going to be spoiled
Right?
having played in
No.
front of 8,000. But
That's
Ken,
crazy.
the
Yeah.
three of us need to be back there next year.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, Ken, you definitely got to come with us, man.
Yeah, I was actually on a phone call with Glenn and Daryl, and I was given some pretty specific marching orders about.
Yeah, you have
that.
no choice,
Yeah.
my man.
So figure out what you're doing so that you're not just pushed off into the corner of the stage, sitting in a chair,
Me?
twiddling your thumb. Yeah, come up with a meaningful contribution
To
the
8,000 graduating students from college.
Yeah, instead of just going, "Hey, I'm Ken Walls and I'm here.
Because I do that.
I'm over
often.
here, right here."
Oh my God. Wow. Holy shit. Shh, you just made me cuss in front of my mom.
Now she's gonna be real upset with you, Ken.
No.
I think I'm going to do the. I
Trust
think I'm
me.
going to do my speech as that character next year.
Oh god.
Yeah. No, I'm in, dude. I'd love to. It'd
Hey,
be fun.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
I
say
could
goodnight.
sing. I could sing.
I want to go get some sushi. I'm a hungry boy.
So am I. You're making me starving, actually. You keep talking about sushi.
You
Well-
do it, man.
I have a show in the morning, or I would join you.
And
I
who's your
literally
guest
would.
tomorrow?
Dan Altmeyer.
Dan.
Dan the man, yeah.
Well, that'll be a perfect show.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Dan's
Ken.
got quick wit, got a
Yeah.
great sense of humor, fun,
Yes.
all around great dude.
Amazing dude.
Kind of like
Amazing.
you.
Yeah. I was going to say that, but.
Yeah.
Or you. Or Josh.
Hey Ken,
Yo.
are you coming out to the Shakespeare in the Park next weekend?
What? Do I know about this?
I don't know.
What is Glenn doing? Do you see Glenn right now?
Yeah, he's practicing his face for next year.
That's my new character that's all chin.
Yeah. That is a good
So-
look.
Hold it. What now? Next weekend? What?
It's next Thursday. We're going to see TA at Shakespeare in the Park.
Where is that?
Yeah, you're going with us. Yeah, I think you went with me to go see
God.
TA in a play, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
but that
did.
was in the murderously hot portion of the
It
summer.
was so hot.
This is not. This will be fall.
Is
Yeah.
that going to be? Yeah. It
week
was
from
96
tomorrow.
today.
A
Fall.
week from tomorrow night.
Yes.
Come join us. There are going to be a lot of people. Mohammed is coming in from Atlanta.
Wow.
Josh
Is it the
will
same
be-
place?
Josh, are you staying at Hotel Morshower?
Is that okay with you?
I'm inviting you publicly.
It's only $200 a night. Sure.
205 if you want the mint on your pillow.
I will. I'll need the turn down service for sure.
Yeah.
So
But, I mean, I'll save a room for you if you want to come in because
I-
I think we're going to give out our bedrooms.
I'd love that, man. Thank you. so
Glenn
much.
Glenn has like 12 bedrooms.
And
I
they're
think
all
we're going to
amazing.
host for a few people.
So is it at the same place?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, but you won't
Then-
have to drive there. You just come over to my house and we'll go.
Yeah. I'll drive there.
Yeah. He's
I'll follow
playing
you.
Julius Caesar.
Who?
TA.
Oh. Okay. Then yes.
Do you know what is being served before the show?
Sushi.
No, a Julius Caesar salad.
I knew it.
Oh my
I
god.
knew it. I knew it was coming.
Oh my god. Somebody help him. He needs to go eat. I can
He
tell.
needs that sushi.
It's low blood sugar. I got to go. Love you guys.
All right, hold on. We got to do the outro.
Oh, that's right. We have a very, very high quality video that you did.
I hired somebody
You
to do
did.
this
You
one.
made it happen.
I did.
Hey, Guys, thanks for watching tonight. We appreciate you. We love you.
Love you all. See you guys.
Thanks for being here.